So when you met your husband, how were things, or your life partner, sorry, how were things, did you recognize that it was different, that it was a different dynamic right away?
I did because it didn't have anything addicty, and um there was no hot and cold, and there was no game. And there was honesty, and there was I understood very quickly that this was somebody who was not going to screw me over, that he was just a good person and wasn't interested in, I don't know. It lacked that thing that I had come to think was important, and it taught me that that was not important.
Yeah. So yesterday I interviewed someone. I haven't posted it yet, but we were talking about this. She was she's a addiction therapist. And the reason she got into that is because she had her own issues around sex and love. She was a sex and love addict. And we were talking about that chemistry, that buzz, that infatuation, that dopamine flood that you get when you spark with someone. And a lot of times at some point in life you realize, maybe when I feel that, I should actually be running the other direction, or at the very least take a long inhale and move really slowly and see what this is really about. My husband, we met when I was 54, and we just got married 6 weeks ago. And
Oh my God,
yeah,
congratulations.
thank you. And it's my fourth engaged. He was my fourth engagement, first and only marriage. And when we first got together, I liked him a lot. I liked him the minute I met him. I thought he was great. But I also thought, this is going to be a fun friend with benefits. I'm not feeling all that, that dopamine flood, that infatuation. I can't stop thinking about you, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you're going to fit into my life this often, and don't text me to a hell of a lot in between times. And I just thought, the more I got to know him, like, God, this amazing guy wants to spend all his time with me. He's talking about marriage. I mean, I think he's a little crazy, and I'm going to have to, calm him down
Imagine.
there. But he's so, everything about the way he approaches relationships and the way he treats me is like so healthy and so different. But I didn't feel that spark, that thing that I'm used to. And then 2.5 years into the relationship, I had this, it's a corny story, and I'm not even going to get into it, but I had a dream about him, and it was such an epiphany. I saw with such clarity who he was, and our relationship and what it meant, and how he fit into my life in a way that I just wasn't seeing. And I woke up in tears, and I just thought, all I could think about for the next 2 or 3 days was this dream and this man. And I just thought, oh my God, I'm out of my mind if I don't lock him down and marry him.